Hey guys, it's ET 1999 here, and this is my first Black Ops commentary. This is Domination on firing range, and Domination is like one of my favorite game modes in this game. In Modern Warfare 2, I played Demolition all the time, and now it's all Domination. This mode is awesome, and firing range is just as awesome. It's my favorite map inside the game. And in this match, I use two different setups. But I'm going to get into my second setup when I start using it. But first, I'm using the G11 with no attachments. This is a 48 round mag. This gun has a 48 round mag, and it's a 3-burst weapon. It's really good. It's a classified assault rifle, and it's my favorite gun inside the game, tied with the Commando. I'm using Hardline Pro, the Sleight of Hand Pro, and Marathon. And my kill streaks are Spy Plane, Care Package, and Chopper Gunner, which are also my favorite kill streak setup because they're just awesome. And I'll explain why I'm using everything that I was using. But first off, I'm just gonna say that right now it may not look like I'm camping. Wow, I got a Chopper Gunner this early into the match. But right now it may not look like I'm camping, but I know I've showed people this gameplay and they've told me that I'm a camper and stuff like that. But to me, camping is standing in a corner, ADS, waiting for someone to come, and that is nothing like what I was doing in this gameplay. I was playing tactically, smart, and defensively. But I understand that some of you guys may think that I'm camping. Just please don't post a comment on this video saying, oh, you're a camper, because I really don't care if you think that I'm a camper. Alright, so the first thing that I want to talk about is balance. In this game is extremely balanced, and it is, when it comes to the past 4 Call of Duty games, this is definitely the most balanced game. Call of Duty 4, people say that it was all amazing and stuff like that, but helicopters ruined it for me. The fact that it was just, that thing was like a pain to take out. That's why helicopters really ruined it for me. So that's why I really don't think that Call of Duty 4 was that balanced. Modern Warfare 2, do I even need to mention anything for that game? World at War, that game was balanced also, but people complain about the MP40 and stuff. I personally don't think the MP40 was overpowered or anything like that, but because people kind of iffy on that topic, I'd say that it was sort of balanced. And now in this game, there is no overpowered weapons. Call the G11 overpowered, call the FAMAS overpowered, call the AK-74U overpowered. I don't care, because it's not overpowered, and if you think any of them are, I'm sorry to say this, but you're really just a complainer, and complainers gonna complain. Kill streaks in this game are amazing. I love the variety, but most of them have some sort of like airstrike capability in them, because if you look at the kill streaks, let me think of how many are like sort of airstrikes. There's the Rolling Thunder, the Mortar Team. The Mortar Team is actually the artillery from World at War. I don't know if anybody noticed that, but it's 2 artillery shells for each of the 3 locations. But there's those 2, there's the napalm, and there's something that I'm missing, and I really can't think about it right now. But when I looked at the kill streaks for the first time, I saw mostly airstrike related things. And I think that that's good. It's alright, but I'm not an airstrikes person. And wow, look, that's a coincidence. There's a napalm right down there right now if you're looking at the gameplay. But I'm not much of an airstrikes person, but it's okay with me because there's a lot more variety. And when it comes to kill streaks, the only thing that is honestly annoying is the RC car. The RC car, I'm not going to complain about it, because when people use it, they're kind of hindering themselves because they could rather have a spy plane, but it's still very annoying to get killed by an RC car. Right now, I'm using my second setup because I want to give you guys like the best of both worlds. best of both worlds. So I'm using my other favorite gun inside the game, this and the G11. It's like tied in my book, but this gun is a commando, and I'm using red dot sight on it, except it's a custom reticle, the large crosshairs, and it's blue. I call it the blue plus sight because that's what it reminds me of, a plus sign really when you think about it, and I like it like that. And my perk setup I think is pretty much the same. I'm using Hardline Pro, Sleight of Hand, and Marathon, my favorite perk setup. So I'm going to be, spoiler alert, I'm getting a chopper gunner again with this setup, and I think that that's pretty good that I get a chopper gunner with 2 different setups, even though people are gonna complain about me camping, and I can already tell. But back to what I was talking about with the kill streaks. Kill streaks, lots of variety. Gotta love the gunship. The gunship is possibly one of the best kill streaks that a Call of Duty developer ever thought of. Like, who would have thought of giving us full control of an attack of something, of like an attack chopper, pretty much a helicopter, and they gave us full control. The only thing that we can't control is altitude, and that's not much of a problem for me. The rockets like regenerate. I don't know what you should call it, but you get 2 more rockets every 5 seconds, and the turret doesn't overheat in that. You can fly where you want it to go. It's awesome, and it's easy to control. It's not hard like the Bad Company 2 helicopter, and that's why it's just so awesome. So here, I don't know if you're looking at the gameplay, but I'm pretty much stuck because I have my commando and someone else's HK-21, and I had no ammo in both of them, but I just picked up some guy ran into my claymore, and I got my 8th kill that I needed for my chopper gunner. So I picked up this AK-74U with some sort of weird sight on it, and you can see me. I'm just going to town with this thing pretty much, getting all of these kills, even though I don't really get that much. Alright, the next thing I want to talk about is the weapons. All of the weapons are good and balanced in this game. Like I said before, there is no overpowered weapons, and if you think any of them are, then you really need to think again. No gun inside this game is overpowered, even though the most common ones that I hear are the G11, the AK-74U, and the wow, my memory today, and the FAMAS. Those three guns are not overpowered. I use all of them, and I don't use the AK-74U. I actually don't like that gun, but I get killed by it, and I definitely know that the AK-74U is not overpowered. And look at the FAMAS. Come on, man. That only does 35-25 damage. How can that be overpowered just by the looks of it? It has a high rate of fire, so it chews through ammo fast, and its recoil kicks upward to the right. And people are calling that gun overpowered. Whatever. People gonna complainers gonna complain, haters gonna hate. That's basically what I've been saying so far, because I'm tired of hearing so many people complain about this game, which I personally think is like a masterpiece. And I don't even understand it, but I'm just tired of trying to convince people who don't like this that it's not good or whatever. Perks. I love the perk setup inside this game. Treyarch made the best decision to get rid of the 2 perks that have haunted me since 2007, Juggernaut and Stopping Power. I understand Infinity Ward's intentions for those 2 perks wasn't anything bad, but the Juggernaut kind of became a problem pretty much, and I'm glad that they took that out in Modern Warfare 2. But what they also did in Modern Warfare 2, which was a problem with Stopping Power, is they balanced all of the guns as if everybody was using Stopping Power. That's at least how it seems like, because when you don't use Stopping Power on a gun, you're pretty much really hindered, and you're going to die in majority of the gunfights that you're in. So they kind of made everybody depend on stopping power, which made people hate the perk even more. So I'm glad that Treyarch decided to take it out, and I'm so glad that those rumors of Juggernaut being back in this game, I'm so glad that those were just false rumors. Oh my god, if Juggernaut was in this game, I can't tell you how annoyed I would be. So perks are fine, kill streaks are fine. Maps is another thing that I want to talk about. I was looking at the list of Call of Duty 4 maps, World at War maps, Modern Warfare 2 maps, and Black Ops maps. And in case you guys don't know, I own all 3 of those games, and I've put in at least 5 days of playtime into all of them. I don't have many Call of Duty 4 hours or days put in because I started playing Call of Duty when World at War was the latest game. So that was the game that I kind of started with. But I know what I'm talking about when it comes to Call of Duty 4 and World at War and Modern Warfare 2 and all of these games. And I was looking over the maps, and after seeing how many maps of each game I classified into the good category, the okay category, and the bad category, I realized that in Modern Warfare 2, first off, there were only 3 good maps. And I realized that I also prefer Treyarch maps over Infinity Ward maps, and that was definitely true after this game, because there are only 2 maps in this game that I hate, Array and WMD. That's it for my thoughts for Black Ops. Please comment.